Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're exploring a really powerful personal story. It's about a journey from a children's home into a new family.
Yes, and we're looking at how belonging feels, how it's built, but also, well, how early experiences, even seemingly small ones, can leave these lasting marks. It's about uncovering those hidden truths.
So let's start at the beginning. The arrival at Jenny and Alan's place. The sources give such a vivid sense of its sun on the grass, these characterful houses, a shared path.
It sounds immediately welcoming, doesn't it? Jenny's laugh, the dogs, Sandy and Sheba just bounding around being joyful.
Right, and Liam, the son, full of energy, Alan, quieter, offering a can of pop, just hospitable.
And straight away there's this feeling of comfort in the lounge, and then his own room with that black and white TV, like his own little world.
A personal kingdom, yeah. But what's interesting is how quickly it moves beyond just feeling welcome. It's about forging bonds, right?
Exactly. It wasn't passive. Think
Yeah.
about those walks with Alan to the shop. Quiet times, sharing sweets, simple stuff.
Or playing football with Liam, getting covered in mud, having a laugh. He describes it as feeling like being brothers.
And that shows how belonging is really cemented through shared activity, through doing things together consistently. It turns a house into, a proper home.
And this builds, doesn't it, with bigger family moments, like the Cubs variety show.
Oh yeah, the whole extended family turning up, beaming, Max shouting, blew the roof off, the place went wild. That's real inclusion.
And the Wigan rugby match, the atmosphere, the noise, the pies.
Even with Alan and Uncle Thomas rooting for St. Helens, the rivals, it didn't matter. It was that shared experience, that passion. These are the moments that solidify your place.
They sort of promise permanence in a way, which leads to that huge moment when Arthur offers him a permanent place to stay.
And his reaction, that immediate yes. But then straight away, he asks about his brother, Lee, shows that protective instinct, even in his own excitement.
It's really touching. Then there's all the build up to Christmas, buying presents, the house decorated.
And Jenny surprised the holiday to Corfu. He was so thrilled, he apparently wore the brochure out just looking at it.
Huh, yeah. And Christmas Day itself, the new bike, the Boxing Day derby match. These traditions really make him feel like one of them. Finally, properly home.
A really deep sense of belonging built piece by piece.
But it's not the whole story, is it? The sources hint at this undercurrent of insecurity.
That's right. Even with all that warmth, there's that moment he whispers to Gary, "That's if I'm still here." Despite Jenny reassuring him, "You're here to stay."
It suggests that deep down, fear doesn't just evaporate, does it?
No, it lingers. It's
Yeah.
almost like a survival mode kicking in. And we see other signs of that difficulty. School was apparently quite rough.
Yeah, he talks about developing a short fuse, that red mist temper, getting into really serious fights, smashing a head against a mirror, lifting someone by the throat.
Which is alarming.
Yeah,
But Alan's response here is key. Instead of just punishment, he takes him to join a rugby team.
right, giving him an outlet.
Exactly. A way to channel that aggression constructively. He learned to walk away from fights elsewhere. It's a really good example of finding a healthy way to manage those intense feelings.
But then there's something darker, something hidden that comes to light later, these war games.
Played with two older lads. They were obsessed with World War II. Hitler, dressing up in makeshift Nazi uniforms, making tin medals.
Sounds strange, but maybe innocent enough on the surface. Until Tim's revelation.
Right. Tim confides that he'd been interviewed by the police, even went to court, because of things these older lads got me to do.
And he describes this ritual they made him perform, something about a Jewish army.
Yes, a grotesque, made-up thing. And for the protagonist, hearing this, it hits him like a ton of bricks. He describes a silent scream.
Just devastating. Suddenly realizing his normal wasn't normal at all.
And that moment, he says, is when he learned to mask his emotions. Instantly. A lifelong habit born from that shock. It created this deep hidden wound.
It really shows how trauma, especially unacknowledged childhood trauma, doesn't just disappear. It shapes things, often unconsciously.
Absolutely. And looking back, even those seemingly minor funny things from the Corfu trip, the sleep kicking that made Alan swap beds, sleepwalking barefoot on sharp stones.
You see them differently now.
Exactly. You can see them as signs of that inner turmoil working its way out, even in sleep.
Wow. It's quite a journey, isn't it? Finding that deep sense of belonging, which is so wonderful.
But also carrying these hidden scars, these shadows from the past that continue to exert an influence, often without us even realizing it, for years, decades maybe.
It really makes you think about how our own pasts are layered, the good and the difficult all mixed together.
It truly does. That search for belonging is powerful, but so are those early experiences that shape us beneath the surface.
So, maybe a final thought for you listening. How might looking back at your own seemingly ordinary moments, perhaps with a fresh perspective, unlock some hidden understandings, some deeper truths about your own journey?
Yeah, something to maybe just mull over. Until next time.